to the Keeping Up Appearances podcast. Me and Max are with you, as we always are. However, we've got 3 special guests today. It's not our normal episode. Instead, we've got 3 imposters with us. So, joining us today, we've got Tosh.
Hello.
Sean Cunningham.
Hello.
And a very much a long-awaited return for Phil Devine.
Good evening.
How long's it been since you came on, Phil? It wasn't the quiz, was it?
People just stopped asking me to come on. No, 18 months.
Yeah. To be fair,
not 2 Christmases.
The regular hosts stop asking to come on as well. So
that's what it goes, Phil. One week they don't ask you, and then you just don't go back on.
How are we doing, lads? Anyway, anyone got any news from this week or since you last been on? I'm sure Phil has with 18 months worth.
I'm actually a doubt for the big game in a few. I've got a broken toe.
What do you mean, the Marine game?
Yeah. Well, I don't think I am a doubt, but
well, you're not a doubt because you got suspended anyway. So
no, but I'm in negotiations about that.
We do.
Yeah,
PGMOL.
Yeah, big wigs. Broke my toe. A shelf fell on me in work.
Did you try and take it down?
No, I tried to get a box off the shelf and then.
The way you worded that made it sound like the shelf's fault. The shelf fell on me. It
is.
Was it while a class was going on?
There was kids on the corridor, and I had to hold every swear word in my head, like holding this box. Like, oh my god, so. Yeah,
I'm sure you'll be fine for the match anyway.
Well, yeah, I'll get back out there.
What a loss it'll be.
Character. You might have to get me on the sidelines instead.
Yeah, you can be a gaffer. Yeah, that'll work.
Like Bassett.
Do you know, it's sad. Anyone listening on the podcast version won't appreciate the effort you've put in here, Phil.
No, Richard spent last half an hour doing this, so I've used a well-known random image generator and Google to get this sorted. I don't know we are with brands, so I didn't want to, go with any other brand.
Yeah, no, I don't think we've got a sponsorship with Burton, but maybe one day.
I don't know. A joke as well. Like, looks like a joke reference there, but
with what Tosh is wearing, we might be sponsored by Burton.
Right. So if we've got no news, we'll get cracking on the episode.
Sorry, I will go back to last week's episode. You're talking about Southport.
Oh yeah.
That was
the pitch invasion, sure.
Yeah, that was in the FA Trophy. So we're now into the quarterfinals. So the 2 games off Wembley.
Oh wow!
So it's
I was looking at that. Because it's in a couple of weeks, isn't it? 28.
Yeah, they got Yeovil at home, which is a tough draw because obviously Yeovil are conference, aren't they? But they beat Eastleigh in the round before last and their conference as well. And then Fylde away was probably tougher than either of them because Fylde are flying at the top of Conference North. And then it was just backs against the wall game. And then they scored in the 86th minute and it just went crazy. And Poppy was there, she absolutely loved it. It was just unbelievable day. So hoping to get like over 2,000, maybe 3,000 for the Yeovil game because they're now offering like preferential treatment for people in the later rounds if they go to these games. So hopefully see the gate up. But yeah, but I looked at the odds last night and it's actually quite even between Southport and Yeovil, which is quite mad. But yeah, hopefully we can if we can get to Wembley, it'll be unbelievable.
Keep up appearances.
This is the first season, isn't it?
What's that?
This is your your brother's first season in charge.
Yeah. But to the start of the season started off terribly. But he kept the faith with Dan's and they're just honestly to watch now. There's the unbelievable team to watch. They're still in the mix for relegation, but they've got a couple of games in hand and they're playing so much better. They got a last minute equaliser against Darlington, who are in the playoff places as well. So I don't think they're at risk of relegation really, but I think it's all about the FA Trophy now. If we can get to there, because they still talk about it now. They went to they got to Wembley in the FA Trophy in '98. And the fans talk about it now, and like they've got the captain's shirt framed at the stadium, and they lost in the final. So that's how big it is for a club like that to get to Wembley. So if they could do it again, and with the clubs that are left in, because Forest Green got knocked out in the last round, with the clubs that are left in, if they can beat a team like Yeovil, they could probably do it. So it's it was unbelievable being filed, and then the draw came. The draw was a bit horrible because all the National League teams avoided each other, and there was one National League South team left in. National League South is known as like a lot worse quality than the National League North, so we were hoping to draw them. But as I said, we beat the team who were higher in the league than Yeovil already in the previous round. So you never know. Magic of the cup.
Yeah, 100%. That'd be boss. Yeah, because obviously we didn't know the full story, but we just seen all your posts online, and it just looked boss.
No, if you can get down to the Yeovil game, honestly, it'll be great because there's that many fans. I mean, Fylde was great because there was 800 away fans and there was only 700 home fans, so it was just like it was like a Southport home game.
It's hard, you know, Sean, because like obviously since you told us like weeks ago now, or months ago, innit? I've been thinking I might try and get there. It's like 10 minutes from me, and now I'm just worried I'm going to be a glory hunter coming to the big games.
Well, that's basically
I know Phil was thinking it as well.
I would never jump on a bandwagon like that. It hurt me too much.
Trust me, that these are the type of games that they need to. These types of games keeps these types of club alive. So jump on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? We need everyone to jump on the bandwagon because then they start making money.
Or just go and watch Eastleigh. Go and watch Eastleigh and say it sounds like they're on the low.
yeah. Go watch Fylde. They're fucked.
Right, go on then. Let's get on with Imposter. So I'll quickly kind of whiz through how it's going to work. If you listen to our Imposter episode maybe a month or two ago, you'll know how it works. I basically asked the four lads a number of questions. However, within each kind of branch of questioning, I've asked three of them the same question and one of them a different question. So your job is to work out who was given the different question. Obviously, that person is the imposter. It's their job to blag it. They're going to hear the question that they weren't asked, and they've got to very quickly come up with an argument. Now, last time each of us had a minute or so to kind of give our argument, and then we kind of accept the questions. This time, it's going to be slightly different. You don't have to explain yourself, but if you've got a question for someone, you've got 5 minutes to ask it. So I'll put a timer on my phone, kind of get it all out then, and then after that, I'm going to ask you who you think is the imposter. If you get the imposter right, you get a point. If you are the imposter and you fool anyone, you also get a point. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think I've missed anything else, have I? That was pretty much the rules. Okay. So let me get my generator ready and see which one we're going to go with first. Okay, so our first question, the answers were Max said 6, Osh said 1, Phil said 15, and Sean said 2. And the question was, how many goals do you think you'd score playing every minute in a Premier League season?
What did Sean say? 2?
2.
Okay. Well, Phil, 15.
During start, I've shown my goal scoring prowess a couple of years ago. Got 2 in 15, 20 minutes. In a high quality game at Marine, a good stadium, very good headers, an excellent celebration, and I think not only would Premier League teams want to see goals from me, they'd want to see me celebrations. So people would be through on goal and they'd be like, lash him in, give him one. Let's see what the next celebration is.
15 times.
15, yeah. Like I'm not gone mad. I could have said 38.
Strand Larsen's just gone for 50 million because he scored 15 goals once.
You weren't there for the headers, so that's the thing.
He was there when you didn't score.
Yeah,
Tosh
got sent off.
Tosh hasn't said a word so far, and the reason is he knows what I've got.
He scored. I've got to say, they were both great headers. They were, but I think it was the first one was a fantastic header. I think I've spoke about it on this podcast. I'm not giving you any more credit because
but he was probably attacking.
You've obviously been given a different question.
The defender was probably Sean O'Hara. Do you know what I mean?
It was.
Not fucking the man.
It was on one side of the defence, yeah. Again, a good quality left back.
I was going to say, I think my role in both goals was I failed to stop the cross coming in both goals.
And that's an issue in a lot of Premier League teams, is stopping the cross.
Yeah.
We're too compact. We get it out wide, overlaps.
So you need to hope you're playing Everton every week.
Yeah.
And your wingers coming up against Michalenko. That's all you need to worry about.
Did you not see that Jin can run on the weekend?
Oh, magic. I will also say that Max's 6 is kind of suspect as well.
It's also a random number, which makes me think it's a different question. Like, it's not round, is it? Like, at least with Phil, it's like, I'd score 15.
There's a bit of roundness to 6. It's literally a circle and a line.
No, but 15 is like, it's funny, innit? Let's be honest, it's funny. 6 is like, come on, you're not actually... 6 is like, he took it seriously and he genuinely thinks he's going to score 6.
The reason why I did take it seriously, and the reason why I said 6 is I thought, well, let's say I'm playing for Liverpool, you get like 5 or 6 penalties a season. Could I take them? Could I score 5 or 6 penalties in a Premier League season? Possibly.
Is Mo Salah letting you take them?
He's got no arguments in taking them. He's shite anyway. He misses half them.
He doesn't know what Max's celebration would be.
Knee slide in the corner.
Divine. Let's see.
What's your reason for 1 and 2, boys?
See, I know Tosh's reasoning for 1 is that he couldn't say 0. I probably would have gone for 0, but because I couldn't pick 0, I went to the same reason was pens. I thought if you get 5 pens a year, I reckon I'd probably score 2 of them. That's literally what I meant.
So
I'm going on the proviso as well. I'm training every day.
You can't count them ones. You can't count the goals in training.
I'm full fitness. And they're like, do you know what? Like Ricky Lambert did it. So I can do it.
Tosh, I think that you being 6'4" in the modern game, Tosh, with all the long balls and corners and throws, you'd get on a few.
Yeah, well, that was me thinking I'd get 1, but you've got to remember I'm 6'4". Most of the centre halves will be at least as big, if not bigger, and also unbelievably better in the air. Like when you play people at our level, you play people who are smaller than me who are just better in the air, will still beat me to a header. So I thought maybe I was thinking of the corner, something like might just being in and around. It might fall for you, might left a bit unmarked. So I thought 1, but even then, I actually think the answer is, as Sean said, it's probably 0. But I did just I'll fluke 1.
Then again, Tosh used to always claim that you stole my goals off my free kicks that went straight in. You always claim them. So maybe you get like 2 or 3.
So what Max is hoping is that Tosh isn't playing and the striker lets them in and he scores 6.
Well, I'm taking 5 penalties at least, though.
Maybe it's because me and Sean both looked at it from Everton and we obviously don't get as many penalties as Liverpool. That was probably what it was. Really.
I think that's genuinely what it is, yeah.
Sounds like Everton needs Phil.
It's obviously between Max or Phil.
Yeah, Max, do you think, you said you get average 5 or 6 penalties Liverpool a year. Do you think you'd score all 6 penalties?
No, but I might get another one somewhere else. If you said you're getting 2 or 3, you score 2 or 3. So let's
I reckon 2 out of 5. I'd probably, if I could just blast them, I reckon I'd probably score 2 out of 5. But even then, I'm optimistic.
30 seconds, lads.
That was about your ratio in the Christian League as well, to be fair.
Yeah, probably was.
Anyone got any final questions I'd like to ask?
I feel like it's all redundant because Phil said 15.
Yeah, it's hard to not go with the biggest one in this one, unfortunately. I think Phil might have been done by the question.
You also got a manager who's got to play it every minute, so they've got to say pass to Phil, because I'm going to look like a mug playing this spell otherwise. So,
you know what? Fair play, you thought this through.
Do you mean fair play? Fair play for the imposter, you mean?
Right, we are going to call it there then. So you've had enough time to think about it. I'm just going to make a little note of any points we get. Let's go. I'll go screen order for now and we'll switch it up next time. So, Tosh, who do you believe is the imposter?
I'm going to go Phil. Just going to be stupid if it's wrong to not go for him.
Sean?
Yeah, that's got to go Phil. If it's not Phil, he's fucked us.
Let's leave Phil till the end. Go on, Max.
Phil.
Oh no, that was worrying. That was a worrying, Phil.
Reassurance.
Phil, who are you going for?
I'm going to go Max.
Wrong.
You're going to go Max. Okay, can't wait for you to print out.
It's 1 point each for Tosh and Sean.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So, so that was 2 points for Phil, 1 for Max. No, 3 points, sorry. 3 for Phil, 1 for Max. I'm going to tell you that Phil Devine is not the imposter.
Max.
And I would like the imposter to reveal themselves, please.
I think it might be me. I don't remember answering that question. Yeah, I was going to say.
It's Tosh.
But I didn't answer the question near it, yeah.
Now,
15, Phil.
It is Tosh.
Phil, that's on you. That is on you.
Everton needs to sign you right away because Tiano Barry's playing up top for them week in, week out.
More importantly for the rest of this podcast, I was so bad last time being the imposter. That was the easiest thing I've ever done. I hope you've answered all the questions that I've done as stupid as that.
How do we play now?
Tosh's question. The problem was, I threw Tosh a question that I thought he'd give. I'll be honest, I thought he'd give an answer similar to Max, which was going to play the game well. I said, where would Arsenal's Invincibles finish in the current Premier League? And Tosh said first.
What?
In the current Premier League? Probably
I think they would.
Well, yeah, maybe, like as of this weekend. But I thought he'd go about, maybe European places, but he went first. So, and then as soon as Phil sent 15 in, I thought, game on.
Every minute.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We've replaced Griffin with Phil, both people who've got very high opinion of their ability.
Phil's 10 times the comedic genius than Griffin is because the answer was unbelievable.
It's not Sean who's the better footballer, Griffin or Sean. It's not Griffin or Phil for me.
I've got the tapes.
Yeah, no, he has.
Yeah. Right, let's move on then to our second round. Let's do our generator to work out what question is next. Right, we are going to go for question 9, which is, which manager who has managed in the Premier League would have made the best England manager? So which manager who's played in the Premier League would have made the best England manager? Max said Mourinho. Tosh said Neil Warnock. Phil also said Mourinho. And Sean said Brian Clough. Off you go.
Go on, Tosh, off you go.
Have I got any? I've got a few questions for others. Now you say it, actually. Yeah, so my question,
That's for Muscat, that.
Do I need to defend myself for Warnock?
Yeah, please do, yeah.
He doesn't want to go down to London.
No, he doesn't. No, I think he'd have took it, though. He's not Welsh, is he? Is he English, yeah? Yorkshire, something, I don't know.
You should be Welsh, should be England, has it?
I just think he's done a great job getting the lads. He knows what it means. He's worked at the lower levels. A lot of the great English managers. Who are the two best English managers of all time?
Neil Warnock, clearly.
England manager, sorry, managed England.
Bobby Robson and Alf Ramsey.
Hey, Bobby Robson managed Ipswich. Next one.
Who did Alf Ramsey manage?
Ipswich as well.
Then Ipswich in a European Cup with Bobby Robson.
Not a European Cup, no, they were I think.
UEFA Cup. Yeah, I meant that. Sorry.
I know, yeah, but he took them from second division, I think.
You do realise you said Warnock?
Just Alf Ramsey took them to second division. Southgate, the best England managers are always people from lower leagues and lower clubs. The bigger managers have never done a job for England. Fact.
Sean, why Cloughie?
It's always, imagine now a manager winning back-to-back Champions Leagues and begging for the England job and not getting it. It just wouldn't happen, would it?
Wasn't the question Premier League, manager?
Premier League.
Yeah, he managed in the Premier League, didn't he?
He
Did
was.
He did, yeah.
At the beginning.
First 2 seasons, was it maybe?
I feel
I
like
think
the
it
question
was, yeah.
would have been like something like what manager from past decades would be good in the Premier League
And
now.
I was struggling for someone to say. I immediately thought someone English, so I was going between Harry Redknapp and him. But I just thought he's literally won. He's won the league. He's won the Champions League twice. And he literally was begging for the job. That would just never happen. Now he'd get the job instantly, wouldn't he? I think it was. He only didn't get it because he didn't fit. Like FA want yes men, don't they? Which is also why Neil Warnock definitely wouldn't work. But
it would. It would. Clough, I think Clough was only in the Premier League was relegated, so that's the manager he wants. So
I don't think he was the imposters, but Mourinho was quite a weird pick. I think for you both to agree on as well.
I thought it was
He's
like
just a successful manager.
yeah, like a really successful manager would be great in tournaments, like a really good tournament manager. And there was like a period where like England were after him for a long time and didn't get him, and he went to Madrid, I think, didn't he? And onwards after that. So
I don't know if you're picking someone like Mourinho, but when I pick someone like Klopp or Guardiola or something.
Yeah,
Klopp's not a tournament manager. No.
yeah.
Mourinho could do 6 games of the most boring football ever, like
And win.
Inter, at the new
Yeah.
and just do that and then win a trophy.
Yeah. What about Warner?
And my thought went straight not to English managers, so to go
Warnock's
more
won lots of playoffs, big games. Biggest
They
game in
are.
football, some would say.
Yeah.
at Wembley as well. He's comfortable there.
Richard Kane in football, eh?
I can't believe you're going to pick me. You're going to make yourself look very foolish here.
Who should we pick then, Sash?
Anyone else? No, I don't know. I think the fact they've both got Mourinho has either been very helpful, so make rules them out. I do think Clough's a bit of a mad shout, and it does make me think there's another question there.
You agreed with me a minute ago.
No, I didn't. I was very much against Clough.
Fucking did.
He's lost track of what he wants to do.
Terrible. Right, 5 minutes over, I think.
Right, that's
Put
fine.
me on my misery, please.
I'm going to assume there's no more questions.
No.
No. Okay.
Isn't it?
Right. So let's move on along. Sean, who are you voting for?
I'll vote for the big man, Tosh.
Okay. Phil.
Tosh.
Max.
Tosh.
And Tosh.
Sure.
Okay. Right. Would the imposter please reveal themselves?
Yeah, it was me again, yeah. Although I feel I've been slightly done a bit there. I think Sean's done me a bit. No, Sean will tell you.
The problem was, right, when I sent Tosh the question, he said, can I be a bit snide because he was in the second division? Can I go Clough? And I was like, I can't have a game where 2 people have said Clough and 2 people have said Mourinho. But he did say, if not Clough, I'll have Warner. So I didn't just give him Warner.
My question, what was my question then? You haven't even told them.
Who's the best manager to ever manage in the Championship? But he could have got Vincent Kompany or like a couple of different people. He went with Warner.
I think if you give him Clough, it might have been funny. Just because no one would have had a clue who it was.
It would have been pointless. I mean, that was probably a bit pointless, to be honest. Sorry, Tosh. Right,
how's the points work, Sean?
Currently, our scores are as follows. What?
How do the points work?
So, I was just going to tell you. So, currently, Tosh is on 3 because he obviously fooled all of you in the first round.
Yeah.
Sean is currently on 2. Don't really know how that's worked. Because Tosh... Yeah, Sean must have 1. Phil must have 1 and Max is on 1. Yeah, that's how it's worked.
I get 3 because I was the imposter.
And you fooled everyone. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So you're still in the lead, Tosh.
You should give them points to Phil.
And I've also been done over there. My first answer would have no one would have picked me with Clough.
Do we 1 point or not 1 point?
No, you got 1 point.
We won
1 point. Okay.
It's not golf.
Those are pointless. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it very much is pointless at this point. Right, let's get on to question number 3 then. Again, I do apologise, Tosh, but the wheel is the wheel. You know the power of the wheel.
I'm just trying to think, because obviously 4 of us and 10 questions, then some people are going to be more imposter than others, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'll just use it if I lose to suit the agenda either way.
Yeah.
be absolutely great if he just done Tosh every time. Just to see him
that would be
implode.
funny, actually.
Just to see him implode on his couch would have been the best thing ever.
I'm 1 for 1. So 1 for 2, sorry, not 1 for 1.
Oh,
Right, we have our next question, which is question number 2. The question is, which player from Premier League history do you wish had played for your club? So I'll go along that way. So Max, you said Thierry Henry. Tosh, you said Didier Drogba. Phil said Kevin De Bruyne. And Sean said Mo Salah.
Ooh, it's tricky.
Mo Salah.
Who'd you support, Phil?
I'm a Liverpool fan.
Okay. I was going to say Kevin De Bruyne for Everton would be fucking pointless.
You'd have to have Drogba as well.
Slide them balls into Bethel.
Yeah.
Sean said Mo Salah.
You'd want Liverpool players, Sean?
But yeah,
After all he's done.
I picked the Chelsea version.
Out of all the players you could have chose that question, though, you went for a Liverpool player.
I just thought of the most ruthless inside forward that the Premier League's ever seen. I think because we play with our target man now, they're not the goal scorers for us. So I think if I was to pick a striker, they're like the link-up play for Everton, now the hold-up play. We need someone off the wing. And I thought the most prolific one was Salah.
Who did Max go for? Who did you go for, Max?
Thierry Henry.
Did you say Tosh?
I think you can argue that.
I said Didier Drogba.
I fucking love Drogba. So.
Drogba feels very heavy.
Mine was personal loving him, and also we just obviously need a striker. So,
but did you not think of that role for Everton? We'd have Drogba fucking on the line, taking headers from goal kicks.
He'd be very good at that.
He would. But
Drogba could do anything. Drogba could do literally anything. But
do you not think that like a goal scoring winger would be more effective for us though?
No.
Yeah, I think KDB is a bit of a weird answer because like Drogba and Salah like going to a bad team, and then I think Thierry Henry was in an era where Liverpool didn't have players like that, whereas Kevin De Bruyne is obviously great, but he's also in an era where Liverpool was as good as City for the longest time. So like, why would you pick that player in that era?
Did you pick it as I picked it as for our team now? Did you pick it? So would Henry have played for you in his pomp, or would he have played for you now? Do you know what I mean?
I was thinking more like in his pomp.
Right. Yeah, I mean like back 2004, whatever.
Yeah. Like I wish he joined us and played for us.
To be fair, so.
Well,
you haven't seen our question, to be fair, have you? So it's hard for you to know.
In 1819, it would have been terrible had De Bruyne played for us and not City. Like, we'd have had 110 points instead and won another league title.
That's a good point.
What a shame.
So you picked him to take him off City.
I just picked him because he's probably one of the best players Premier League's ever seen. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm having to argue this.
Yeah, but we've all picked great players.
Max is protesting too much.
You haven't, sure.
That's suspect to me.
Who is? And what?
Max is.
I just think as a Liverpool fan, my mind doesn't automatically go to like him. It goes to like someone from a decade or two before when we weren't great. But like, imagine if we had like Thierry Henry playing in 07. When like in 07 we had the Champions League final then, like imagine him playing and we would have won that. We would have won the league against United.
I think Thierry Henry is the one that is defo safe. Because it's just
thanks, Sean.
He's got to be in the top 3 of everyone's, hasn't he? Whereas everyone like Drogba probably isn't in the top 3 strikers in Premier League history.
If we had if we had Thierry Henry instead of Michael Owen, it still wouldn't have made a difference to the team in like 2003, 2004.
Thierry Henry make a difference to every team.
He was the best player in the Prem. He was the top goal scorer in that year as well. That's a bad year to pick, Phil.
Yeah, but you can put the best player in Everton's team. It doesn't make that much of a difference.
Or you can be like Tosh and pick like the 6th, 7th best striker in the Prem and put him in Everton's team.
In your opinion.
So do you think Drogba's the best striker in Premier League history?
Yeah. That was why I answered that question.
Do you actually, yeah?
Well, no, I don't.
Well, then why wouldn't you have picked the best striker in Premier League history?
Because I didn't want him. Because everyone, the point of the game is to pick slightly different people, isn't it? Everyone with Thierry Henry is the obvious answer. Everyone's going to pick Thierry Henry, aren't they?
I don't know. I just picked someone who I think would make the biggest difference.
But they never.
This is what your problem is. Mine was Drogba. Drogba's an Everton striker. Drogba is an Everton striker.
No, he is. He is.
He's a Bob Latchford. He's a Dixie Dean. Probably
Yeah,
better than both of them, just, but
He's a Calvert-Lewin, I get it, yeah.
yeah. He's like, you get the best of Beto and Calvert-Lewin with Drogba. That's what I've always said.
I just don't see a world where you pick Drogba ahead of like Prime Rooney.
Well, I just, knowing you just wouldn't have picked Salah. And I think your argument was what you sort of, someone alluded to about, for Phil's points about the only way you could have said it, which I would have believed for you, was taking him out of Liverpool. If you were taking him away from Liverpool.
I was thinking that I thought it was in our team now. So I took him like as in his prime in our team now. So it wasn't.
I feel like you tripped up there though, Sean,
away
because what you said to Tosh then is, why wouldn't you have picked Prime Rooney? Well, why wouldn't you have picked Prime Rooney?
Because of the striker thing. I don't think the striker in the Everton's team makes that much of a difference.
Does if it's Drogba.
Well, I mean, obviously, the trade up from Barry to fucking Umani would be good. Obviously, but I mean, if you're talking pure goals, Drogba would probably hit fucking 12 goals for Everton. Like the way that we play for strikers, there's just we attack through the wings, don't we?
How many goals?
Drogba's that striker.
I reckon Drogba's only hit 20 goals once in his fucking life, and that's playing for Chelsea.
What about the goals?
But why would you wait? You're picking one Premier League player of all time, and you're picking someone who's going to score 10 goals. Well, it just seems like a waste, doesn't it?
No.
Okay.
Right.
We're
going to leave it there.
Can I get done here again? Should you pick on the other logic? I'm not going to be the imposter 3 times in a row.
Just pause you. Before we move on to vote, can I be a proper dad about it? And can we just watch the language? Because it's going to be a lot of editing. If that's all right. Mentioning no name, Sean.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Take a point off him, Sean.
You know what? If he does it again, I will. Right. Okay, time to vote then. If I didn't know who was imposter, I wouldn't know where you're going to vote here. I feel like this could be a close one. Let's go. Phil, you vote first.
I'm going Sean.
Max?
I'm going to go Sean.
Tosh?
Yeah, Sean.
And Sean.
I'm going Tosh.
Okay. Right. Sorry, so yeah, that was 3 votes for Sean, 1 vote for Tosh. Imposter, reveal yourself.
I nearly had you as well.
I don't think you did.
You did a good job, but I don't think you anyone was not.
Oh, yeah. You killed me with Salah early.
That was the strange thing. I was
just crossing them up.
What's say, Phil?
Checking the boxes, you know what I mean, Phil?
It was Max going for me. That's what put me off.
Right. So Sean's question was actually, who was the most overrated player in Premier League history?
Oh my
God. Imposter.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the player. And I wish I got a chance to argue that as well.
Oh my
God. Yours, Sean, off you go.
Because I overrated player, I see someone who is thought of in like the upper echelons, which Salah is, and he's absolutely nowhere near it. He plays like he's got Timberlands on. That's the end of me argument.
Now he does, yeah. But okay, whatever.
Always did. His actual technique absolutely fucking stinks. Sorry, I swore again.
Come on.
Yeah.
This is live on YouTube and
when
Twitch.
Sean's imposter, he swears a lot.
If Mo Salah is getting 20 goals a season with Timberlands on, I'm definitely getting 15.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, you know what it means.
I honestly don't know what your point is there.
Right. Okay, let's move on then. So we've done 3 rounds. I'm going to do 3 more. We're going to do 6 overall, so we're halfway through. Current scores on the doors. We've got Tosh in front on 4, and then Phil, Sean, and Max all on 2 each. So we need a bit of a swing here because Tosh swept up in that first round, which wasn't really his doing, to be honest. It was all
I reckon it's better, Sean, if you read the answers first and then the question. I think it's funnier when you look at the
That's what I did, didn't I?
You did do
Oh
that.
no,
yeah.
I didn't. Okay, I'll do that now.
No, never mind.
All right, man.
I have no idea.
On the first one, you definitely.
Right.
On the first, you
You
definitely.
did the first one. That's why I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep it in mind. Right. Our next one then is question number 6, which it is. Well, let's pause. The answers for this are Real Madrid 2003, 2004, Ajax 1971 to 73. So Max said Real Madrid, Tosh said Ajax, Phil said Hibs 2015-16, and Sean Cunningham said AC Milan 1989-1990. So the question is, which European club would you have liked to have seen live? So we've got Max with Real Madrid in 03-04, Tosh with Ajax in 71 to 73, Phil with Hibs 15-16, and Sean Milan 89-90.
So 15-16 went the year when they won the cup.
So I'll just dive straight in, shall I? I'm all about a match going experience, and if there's one place that I would have liked to have been as a non-fan of that team, it would have been at that Scottish Cup final, singing Sunshine on Leith. I know it's been talked about the podcast before. Sean obviously went on his own travels to Hibs this time and seen it happen himself. I would like to see it, and if there was one time I'd like to be, it would have been then. I could have watched entertaining football, but I want to watch drunk Scottish fellas sing Sunshine on Leith while storming the pitch.
Yeah, I get it. It doesn't that. Yeah, I don't know.
How many goals do you reckon you would have scored up front for them all season?
25.
Was it Anthony Stokes up front for them then?
And you know, I'll be honest, I couldn't tell you any more about the team other than that. But if I'm as a match going experience, that's what I want. You can watch kids and all that. You can watch them on the telly, but like that in the stadium, wow.
Did you say they won something that year?
The Scottish Cup.
Right.
Have you not seen that video?
Which the Sunshine Leith?
Oh.
Yeah, I just didn't know it was that year. I didn't know it was 15.
Well, I had to look up the year, to be fair, and I looked up the year, and that's what imagine being a fan. You're a fan of that team. You follow them forever, and then that's like the culmination. You've won the cup. You get to sing that song. Oh my god!
You've got to watch the rest of the season. That's the problem. You've got to watch the rest of the season. The Real Madrid one is a rogue shout as well. Max, explain yourself.
Well, I couldn't remember the date that Beckham joined, but it was the Galactico team as soon as he joined. I'm pretty sure it was 03-04 that season. So I know they weren't the best Real Madrid team, but just that like the whole like aura around that group, like Beckham, Figo, Ronaldo, Zidane, all that. It's one of my favorite teams.
That was close for me because it was the goal year, wasn't it? Everyone who was in goal was in that.
Yeah. Well, it was in goal like 2005 though, because I think Liverpool were in that.
Yeah,
goal two.
Beckham's got a slick back blonde hair and that, and so it was a few years after joining, was it?
Yeah.
That's why I went for that. Those watch that.
You are
what?
Like the choice of all of Europe and all of European football to go and watch that. I don't know. That's potentially good.
But when you're thinking like, well,
they got European Cup to Monaco. Did nothing. Probably didn't win the league.
I did start and say like it wasn't their best team, but at the same time, it was just the idea of the Galacticos. Like you can have all these options. Like yours is obviously Cruyff, and then Sean. I don't know if the dates are right for Sean's and what I'm thinking why you might have picked them, but there's plenty of those types of teams that you could pick that were just like well-built coach style teams that won everything.
Yeah, but the reason, but the Hibs kind of filters into what I'm about to say. But the reason I picked mine is because it's around players that I just adore. Whereas, is it your just because Beckham's out for them?
No, because that was when it became the Galactico team. So like, I absolutely adored R9 and Zidane. I think R9 is the best centre forward there's ever been. I think Zidane's one of the best centre mids there's ever been. It's that whole team, like player for player, Real Madrid against the AC Milan, the 89-90. It's the same. Yeah,
but it's just like a universally disliked team. You know what I mean?
Is it though?
Well, I thought it was anyway. They're just like the attitudes of them and stuff. I don't know.
I think that adds into the whole like aura around that group, like what you wear and stuff. That's why I think you're talking about going to watch like a game or like a team. It's like that group of players would be unbelievable to go see because they were still brilliant. They just never won the stuff they should have won. Whereas you can go watch like why AC Milan then? That group.
Just basically the defense. Obviously, you had Hullett and stuff like that, but
who was the manager, Sean?
I couldn't. I'm not idea. Is that? Yeah, no idea.
I think Tosh knows the manager. I thought you would know the manager.
No, I'm just thinking like Maldini, Baresi, Costa Curta, that type of.
To watch football, to watch your defense.
But that's genuinely, that's what I love growing up. That's what I loved. I used to love John Terry and that's everything. Genuinely, that's what I love.
You can't go and watch
the going forward as well to say that they were in my top when I was thinking about it.
Yeah, you got Van Basten, Hullett, that type of. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, but your argument's the defense.
Yeah,
that's the main draw for me. Would be the defense. Yeah, it's the most perfect defense ever to be created. Isn't it?
Was it that group or was it Capello's group, Tosh, that conceded like 12 goals in a season?
Yeah, I think it was like 12, 13 goals. I didn't know what year it was. I texted originally saying late 80s because I didn't even know what year would be the best. But
what song did you sing when they won?
Tosh, I Saki, and then they won when they beat Barcelona 4-0 a couple of years later under Capello.
Yeah, it wasn't that 94, 95 that time.
4, I think, yeah.
Saki was Italy manager.
Who was in the Ajax team?
Who was in the Ajax team?
All
of them, weren't they?
All 11.
Cruyff, Neeskens, Johnny Rep, Van Hanegem. Yeah, no, that's a team. That's total
massive
football.
names.
That's the start of everything. That
it's a proper Tosh pick. So I don't.
I'm sure that's one of the picks. That's one of the obvious ones I would have thought.
I think it is a Tosh pick, but I also thought that Tosh would have went more your answer, Sean.
Yeah,
I know he loves Rigo Saki.
No, they were actually not just saying it to bad. They were in considerations, but as you said, they were a lot built on defense. It was a lot of pressing. It was them. I think that Ajax team and that Milan team are two teams that changed football in terms of the way things were done. But I think Ajax would have been more exciting to watch just because it was completely different and it culminates in like the '74 World Cup where Holland run riot as well. So yeah. I mean, I'm obviously clearly not the imposter. It's for someone else.
Yeah, I believe this time, Tosh.
Although I'm struggling to think the thing that I think it's got to be Phil, just because I don't know what question Max would have got that would have given them the other answer. That's a mad, like, I don't really know what that question could have been, whereas Phil's could be something about the moment or like cup final, you know, what's the best cup, what's your favourite cup final?
It was the season. As a match going fan, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to watch a defence. I'm not even going to watch the best players all in one team. I'm going to have an experience. And that experience of we haven't won the Scottish Cup in 100 years. I'm going to follow that all the way through, and the culmination is we've done this thing.
Why is it wait? Do you support them?
You have to watch the whole season.
The whole thing is, like, I don't support this.
You have to watch the whole of Hibs season, which is probably dreadful.
But isn't that great that they got that thing at the end? Whereas, surely... I go and watch Carlos every week. Oh, well done, lads.
Dreadful.
But there will be times where you just got complacent with it. I have times as a Liverpool fan where I go to match and I'm complacent about going to match. It's like, and I sometimes have to give myself a kick because I'm going to watch at times one of the best teams in the world, not at the minute. But I become complacent and I get jealous of people who support crap teams. Like I've got a mate who supports Scunthorpe who goes home and away, and I think, God, no one can say that he's not a proper footy fan. Whereas in the back of my head, I'm always scared that someone goes, you just support Liverpool because they're good. And so having that pure experience of a fan of, I go to this thing at the end of the year and we lift it and we all sing this song together. Oh, yeah. I don't want to watch defences.
You're only talking really about the final, though.
That's the point I was making, yeah.
Yeah, isn't it meant to be the whole year? Are you really going to go watch him play against, I don't know, Partick Thistle?
Is there a chance he was there? And that's the question.
He wasn't.
Well, I wasn't. No. Said already that Sean has seen it live and I haven't.
Okay. Well, just think of alternative questions.
One moment can be your whole season. Because,
that is right, to be fair.
Like that thing. You could say about like Liverpool season 2004-05, there was no real big high point until they lift the European Cup. They draw away in Turin, blah, 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 blah. But there's different moments, but it culminates, a cup final culminates in one moment.
I'm struggling here. Someone just tell
And
me what
also,
it is.
just on a technical thing, does it count as European?
Which?
Scotland.
It's not
Hibs?
England, is it? And they play in European football.
Yeah, no, I see what he means though, because I feel like if you got asked that question, you wouldn't immediately think Scotland, would you?
Yeah.
Well, it didn't.
I'll
be honest.
I'm going to clear it up for you, Phil. It does count.
Of course it counts.
How do you know?
It wasn't the first thing. If I'm being honest, my other thing that I was going to say was it'd be a Dortmund fan in 2013, but they didn't win anything. And so you could also have that because you can say, well, actually, I've had the fan moment in the whatever the stadium's called. But
Or the 2012 when they did the double.
That for me is being a football fan who's going and experiencing. I'm not bothered. Like the trophies and stuff is great, but like the experience, that's what I'm on about.
Yeah, I get it. Still think you're imposter, but
okay. Right. Last question. Does anyone else have anything to say? Last
I
chance.
don't know, but that was if it is Phil, that was great. Though. I don't know.
Okay, right. Well, it is time to vote. So I'm going to start with Max this time. Max, who do you think it is?
Phil.
Okay. Tosh, who do you think it is?
yeah, a good argument from Phil. I think I look very stupid if I vote someone else and it's not Phil. And I think Max's is random, but I don't know what question you could have asked to have got that. So I'm going to go Phil.
Right. Sean?
Do you know what's throwing me? Phil's laugh at the start. If he didn't have done that, I don't. I'm going to go Max.
Okay. And
Oh,
Phil, who do you think it is?
I think Max.
Okay. So that was that 2 votes for Max, 2 votes for Phil? Okay.
Yeah.
Imposter, reveal yourself.
I'm glad I got Tosh. I almost got you, Sean.
Yeah. So Max's question was something along the lines of which European club has the most iconic kit? So he chose like that Galacticos Beckham kit.
Yeah. I had both the home and away with Beckham on the back.
I almost went
what colour was the away one?
90s AC Milan as well.
did you?
Black.
Yeah.
They had the black with like I think it was like blue stripes, or maybe it was white. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know which one you mean. Yeah,
It was like
wash.
yeah, it was like a lighter blue one. Yeah.
Navy and light blue it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who would you have got?
Credit
Max?
to the question right there, Sean. It was a good question. That to get people. That was good for Max there. Well done, Max.
Max, who would you have picked if it was our question?
Probably 90s Milan.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that whole era of Milan, like Saki.
I loved Phil's bemusement that you all want to go and watch a defence, which is a bit mad considering you want to go and watch Hibs, Phil, which as we've seen don't have a defence.
I can't believe as a starting point for why you want to go and watch someone, it'd be the defence, but fair enough.
You're a Liverpool fan. You've seen them win all sorts. I just want to win something.
Oh, no.
He's not a proper fan, Phil. We've already established that.
Yeah.
Should we have a score update? So in the lead, still on 4, is Tosh.
Start to blow it though.
You are, because coming up the rear, all on 3 points, is Sean, Phil, and Max. All a point behind Tosh. This one is very, very close at this point. 2 questions to go, so anyone can win it. Now, we are going to go with question 3 this time, which was, let's do the answers first. So, for this question, Max went for Wrexham. Tosh went for Preston. Phil said Sheffield United. And Sean Cunningham said QPR. And the question was, if you had to support an EFL club, who would you choose?
Why QPR?
I love the blue and white stripes.
I used to go QPR on Footy Manager after they had the documentary with Neil Warnock.
You're
Yeah,
not
It's
meant
all
to
coming
help
together
people.
here.
Manager England never had. The best manager England never had.
Mine was just based on my favourites away day. When I was 15, 16, 17, I went to every single away game. And I loved my two favourites were Kenilworth Road and Loftus Road. And so I picked QPR. I missed Goodison like anything. And I love them old school stadiums. QPR just had a charm to it. I think everyone tarnishes QPR with the team that went down with Rio Ferdinand and all that. But if you go there, as the club is actually great. It's just they get that one season where they had that Tony Fernandez money. It was, but it's honestly one of my favourites away days.
Fair enough.
Who did you say, Max?
Wrexham. Can I just say, I think I'm on a delay again, so I apologise for interrupting. I feel like that keeps on happening. But Wrexham.
That's such a lazy American answer, though, isn't it? I reckon Wrexham might be bottom of mine.
Yeah, no, I think you shouldn't like Wrexham now.
Yeah.
Talking of glory hunters earlier, that's
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Although they had a proper club originally, but yeah.
Not now,
originally, not now, but
not now.
I want to see teams win, and I want to jump on the bandwagon. I am a bandwagoner, so happy to admit that.
And you'd want to meet the bootlegger.
Oh, Tosh, I'm interested in your answer. Preston North End.
You know what? I was more worried if I was the imposter, what the question would have been. Because I was struggling because I've got no interest in any of them really. So my thing was reasonably local, real good history, and a bit of an Everton link.
You never been to any EFL games, like when you're at uni or anything?
Yeah, well, I did go to a few Sheffield ones actually. To be fair, yeah.
Did you hate them?
No, I don't. But we preferred United, didn't we? To be honest, I didn't even think of them. I could have easily picked Sheffield United, but again, they've sort of been up, haven't they? So in my head, it was a bit of a like I was looking for someone who has, and like Preston are also like pretty miserable. I think aren't they the longest team without like a promotion or a relegation or something mad like that?
They finished like 12th every single year.
Yeah, and I think I don't know. There's just obviously that Moyes link. There's the link of it. Like we seem to send players on loan there. Like what's his face is there now? Went there Armstrong. Who else was there recently? Gordon. Did Gordon go there?
Was it? Yeah, I think Preston or Derby one. I always get confused.
Yeah. No, I'll be honest. There wasn't any real rhyme or reason, but I have been to Preston. The National Football History Museum was there, so I went there a few times, and I went to watch Preston Villa there a few years ago.
I like it. Stadium too.
Is there not more of a connection with Liverpool with that team because of Shankly, and we play them pretty much every pre-season because of it?
I don't even know that Shankly link, if I'm honest.
Isn't his face on the stand?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Shankly.
Phil, did you go to uni in Sheffield, Phil? With these?
Yeah.
I can see why you picked Sheffield. Surprisingly.
Who did you pick, Wednesday or United?
Sheffield United, yeah. I didn't like Wednesday. They had the drum. I don't like a drum. And my argument is, along with, as a theme of the podcast, Sheffield United have actually got the second best football song because they've got the Shit Butty song.
That was great.
Can we have a rendition, please? I don't know it.
I'm allowed to, Sean. Will the rights be allowed, or will we get
I'm more worried about what your kids in school
John Denver be in touch?
What
was it? John Denver who sung the original?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but no, it's a beautiful song about the city of Sheffield.
Nice.
Yeah, no, went a few times. Like I probably only went about maybe between 10 and 20 times whilst I was there because they were in League One then. I saw them get a last-minute equaliser against Exeter at home, 1-1, and it was like a half-full stadium. And then within 2 years of me leaving uni, they were in the Premier League, and I was like, oh, I could have watched this instead.
Nice one.
But yeah, so yeah, Sheffield United was just the obvious one for me. Yeah.
Well, I'm stuck.
Yeah. I don't think it's Phil.
I think I'm gonna go you just because it's the least likely for me to pick. And I reckon being in America, you must be sick of that by now.
Not really. I think that makes me even more American.
Maybe not. Maybe he's just full American. He loves the ham.
Nothing like pumping money into a club and watching them succeed. Tosh and Preston, I feel like he picked someone better than that, or someone.
Who though?
Different.
What literally is the choice? The only one I'm thinking.
Sheffield United.
Yeah, well, again, they've been up and down, haven't they?
It was a tough question.
I don't think like Chris Wilder either.
QPR was a weird one.
I've got no affiliation
as well.
I've got no affiliation to any. I haven't got a second team. You know what I mean? I haven't been to Union State anywhere else. Mine's just based on away days. So I mean, it's.
But you'd always have soft spots for teams like.
Yeah.
I would have had like maybe Accrington Stanley because you know they've got the funny milk advert and that.
The reason I would have picked Luton, but obviously QPR in the Championship. My soft spots are the places that I've been and I've liked. So that's literally what I'm based on.
Southern club, it just makes me. Oh.
Yeah.
Have you been though?
Yeah.
Have you been to them?
I've managed them on Football Manager. I had a very successful time there.
Honestly, I was just thinking, you're going to be at the ground every time. I'd rather be at a ground that I enjoy going to. So that's what I picked.
Also, I had a bird's eye view. They were all little dots.
Yeah. you didn't see the pie stand though?
Oh,
I can also, Phil, I think it's just for Phil, really, because I think Tosh could run away here, or Sean. I don't think it's you. And for Wrexham, my cousin did play for Wrexham for 5 years before the money. So I do have like I did go and watch them a few times play. I'm not picking York City because I didn't like them, so because he was there for 5 years as well.
I had a conversation. That's what I am right now. I had a conversation with Costa about him today. Genuinely.
Really?
Yeah. Sean Newton, wasn't
it? Yeah. Who was the customer? Was he another famous person that you know?
No, just a lifelong. He was like 80 and he was a lifelong York City fan. He was talking to me about him because I was a Scouser and he was talking to me about him. Yeah. Sorry, I'll still get you though.
I'm trying to get him on the trying to get him on the podcast, but Sean hates him because he's bailed. I
don't hate him. Let's not get that narrative. He's the hardest man to pin down in the world. So not worth it anymore. Right, we are gonna vote. We're gonna leave it there. I think we've all discussed enough. We're gonna go back to the start. So Tosh, you're gonna vote first, please.
Yeah, tough one actually. I don't really know. Yeah, I feel if you just, it's a bit stupid because we have 5 minutes of answers. I think if you just presented all of them without any arguments, I would have gone Sean Cunningham. So, but actually, I do think he presented well. I know he did used to go to away games, so he probably did enjoy Loftus Road. But yeah, I will go Sean.
Are you going, Sean?
I will go for Max just because I can't believe someone in America wouldn't be tired of them.
Phil?
Going Sean. I just don't buy the southern element of it.
Yeah, that's my big thing as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Max?
He smiled first before he said that.
Me?
Yeah. You did this last time we did the imposter game and you were brilliant at it, and it was this shit.
I was rubbish at the imposter game. It was all right to the traitor. The imposter game, I was dreadful last time.
You would smile when someone said a good point about someone else, and then you'd add a comment. But I just don't think Sean would want to be a part of a London club. I think there's plenty of old dilapidated stadiums that you could be a supporter of.
Yeah, well said. Well said.
Oh, no.
Can I go Tosh now? Do I go?
Right, Max, are you going Sean?
Yeah, he said.
Yeah,
right. So
I knew it.
We've got 3 votes for Sean and 1 for Max, was it?
Yeah.
Imposter. Come on, put them out of the misery.
Yes. Tense.
Okay, so I thought, I think these are getting closer now. The scores, we've got a bit of a break in the scores. Only Sean, you've cut yourself adrift a bit there.
Yeah. Do you know what's sad is that I genuinely probably would have picked Luton there, and that would have been the imposter for the same reasons.
Yeah,
but Luton is genuinely favours the way there.
What was his question?
Which club were you glad to see get relegated?
Absolutely nothing. Club QPR, mate. He's never even been there.
I love it.
Outstanding.
Right, so in terms of scores, Tosh, you are now on 5. Phil and Max are on 4. And Sean Cunningham in last place on 3. Last question to go, lads. So I don't need to do a meat generator. I know which one I'm going for. And for this, our answers are Max went for James Milner. Tosh went for David Luiz. Phil went for James Beattie. And Sean went for David Unsworth. And the question is, which player do you think plays the most like you?
Like, give me Max and Tosh's again. You were James Beattie, weren't you, Phil?
Tosh was David Luiz and Max was James Milner.
David Luiz.
How tall is David Luiz? He's like 5'11".
No, not including his hair.
Do you say David Silva?
Who?
Max, you say David Silva for Max?
No,
No, James Milner.
Oh, I know. James Milner's also mad.
James
Milner
Milner is the word.
Milner.
James, we can rule Sean Cunningham out of this because David Unsworth is exactly what Sean Cunningham is.
Is he left-footed, David Unsworth?
Like,
Yeah.
Is he a dirty player?
that's all
Yeah.
he's got.
The reason why I went Milner, I was torn because I was like, I don't want to pick someone who's actually good and try and pull that off. I went Milner because he can play pretty much anywhere, and I always thought I could play pretty much anywhere. I think I played right
did,
back.
yeah,
college,
that's true as
centre,
well.
centre
But absolutely
forward.
nothing like the way you played.
How did I play though, Sean?
So I was just a bit like, you know what I mean?
Fuck off. Oh, language. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you were far more of a luxury player than James Milner was.
Probably, yeah. I would agree with that. And I one thing when I said about Milner was like, I definitely didn't run anywhere near as much as him either. Probably the complete opposite. But it was just, I couldn't think of a player other than him who was
So you
more of a
picked the complete
utility
opposite.
player. I picked the most utility player out there. We got someone in the chat who's got a massive head, and he's a hilarious person, by the way, Griffin. But yeah, I picked the most utility player out there.
It's a real
Again,
shame Griffin's not been asked this to see, we'd say.
Yeah, Phil, your one scoring 15 goals a season. James Beattie seems pretty up there with Tosh. You are nothing like David Luiz.
No, you're not like.
Like David Luiz. Is that not how people see me now?
Explain why you're like David Luiz.
Breda
Centre
Hangeland, more like.
Centre back,
Eccentric.
Centre back. That's all I got.
eccentric, Brazilian flair,
The hair.
liability when it comes to actually doing defence. That was all me thinking. And if you can argue with that, you're just lying.
I always said that Tosh is like someone's playing with him on a PlayStation controller.
I had that flair, Sean. Come on. It did. Well, my thought was, so centre back. Obviously, I had to go centre back. I was thinking, you want to say like a John Stones, like a ball playing centre back. That's what we would like to be. But reality is, again, a bit like Max. Don't want to do myself up there. So I thought, who's a centre back who's ball playing? Probably thinks in his younger days he was a midfielder, as I was, who actually wasn't that good at defending. And David Luiz was unbelievable in the air. Let's get that right. He was brilliant in the air. He actually was. Some of his headers he scored.
He wasn't just. I'm just laughing at the effort.
He was.
No, hey, don't attack me.
Don't slag off David Luiz. Not on my watch. David Luiz was great, by the way. I think he was a brilliant footballer. He just couldn't defend, a bit like me. So, yeah. David Unsworth needs no explanation. BT's again. What's the BT thing? Phil?
We've already talked about my aerial prowess. I'm
Yeah.
not actually the tallest fella in the world, but I thought I was trying to make, obviously a bit like Max, I'm not bigging myself up too much on this podcast. 15 goals. I think he probably hit about 15 goals a couple of times, didn't he?
Not for Evan, but yeah.
Not yet. Well,
I think BT's about right. I've seen you play for 15 minutes, and BT's about right.
you haven't seen the best performance, and coming soon.
I'm actually confused there, by the way, because Max, I just don't think you picked, and also James Milner's about to break the record for the most appearances, and you have got the weakest knees in the history of man.
Loads of sub appearances though, which is about right.
yeah.
Yeah, it seems Miller because I think that could have easily been another question as well.
It's Tosh.
It's not. It absolutely isn't. And I'm surprised. I'm actually offended a bit that you think I don't play David Luiz. Especially you, Sean. Couldn't you got blood on your hands here?
Have you ever hit a free kick in your life?
I played exactly like him.
Yeah, you hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair to Tosh, I don't think he did. But the way David Luiz used to run into midfield, that's literally what Tosh did like every week. So I am confused. I am actually. It's just a weird answer to say. It's just a weird answer to say David Luiz.
I was always out of position.
Like David Luiz though? What such a weird pick.
I actually love David Luiz. I had a bet once that this for a sidetrack, the 2014 World Cup. I had a bet on him to be player of the tournament, 100 to 1.
7-1. The famous picture of the 7-1.
Yeah, well, no, but if you bring it back around earlier than 7-1, he scored that remember that free kick he scored against Colombia?
Yeah.
And I was on this FIFA rankings, like, they do like these scores based on performance. He was actually number 1 in the list. So I was
were you number 2?
Yeah. I was basically taking me betting shop saying, like, might as well pay me now, and then you can see that 7 in the semi. And that you just both things to give with one hand, take away with the other, innit? But yeah, no, I'm not. It's got to be Max, unfortunately.
If the
you've been done by all of our great, you've been done, Max, because all of us are exactly like our players. That's what you've been done, like.
I was gonna say, if the question was who's most not like you, it would be David Luiz. Complete.
No, because you'd pick like Michael Owen or something, then, wouldn't you?
No, I had a bit of that in me locker as well, Sean. But
I think if the question is most unlike you, Milner would be up there for you, Max.
Genuinely, I just went for someone who can play every position, and straight away Tosh did agree with that. If it was gonna fucking like, keep swearing, sorry, Sean. If it was gonna like be egotistical, I'd choose someone like Luka Modric or someone just shitter.
It's always
look, stop, Max. Stop. This is disgraceful. It's your last warning now.
Is the last warning for comparing himself to Modric or for the swearing?
It's Tosh.
Question is, could Sean Cunningham have a nickname of Rhino? Yes.
The question could be anything, and I'm never gonna be caught there. Like,
have we all exhausted our questions, or is anyone else you want to press?
I don't think I'm gonna get any more out of it. Me, like,
okay.
If you want to win,
anyone
Sean,
else? No.
Pick Tosh.
Pick me. Honestly, pick me, and then I'm getting the extra points, aren't I? I'm winning.
That's what David Luiz said on FIFA.
Actually, I might not win, might I?
No, you wouldn't get a point for that, Tosh.
I would have picked the right person.
No one knows.
Yeah. I thought you were saying if someone picked you got a point. That's not how it works.
Could be.
So he's an imposter then.
It isn't, but okay. Right. Let's wrap this up. So, go on then. Let's have Sean. Can you vote first, please?
I am gonna vote for Max.
No.
Phil. Who have you gone for, Phil?
Max.
Okay. Max, who are you going for?
Tosh.
And Tosh, who are you going for?
Yeah, Max.
Right. 3 for Max, 1 for Tosh.
Please,
in
Tosh.
The last imposter of the night. Please reveal yourself.
Wow.
That's a problem.
Under the radar there.
What?
Under the radar.
You even look a bit like him.
No one. I was just sat here and I thought I better pipe up a little bit because I'm going a bit too quiet. Dead easy. And then I said, yeah, scored it, edited night. And Tosh just went, yeah. Just reeled him in straight away.
Oh my God, Max.
So, Phil's
who would you have picked for me, Sean?
Actually,
not Jimmy Milner, who's played 500 games. You can't play 90 minutes without breaking your legs.
I did play like 4 years with ruptured ACL. Like, to be fair.
Yeah. Phil's question was, who's the soundest footballer you've ever met? And he went with James Beattie.
I went with James Beattie to wind Sean up because Sean spent 3 years in Sheffield stalking James Beattie. and I took one train journey to Sheffield and met him on the train home and sent it to Sean. I was like, look who I've just met on the train.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I
it was a
get
sad day.
like why
But you know
part
what?
of mine you wouldn't get for Milner, but you are nothing like David Luiz, Tosh. Nothing. At all.
Max, I can't believe how fuming you are.
Max just have lost that.
Yeah. Either way, Phil's won. What a game.
Who did you pick for me then, Max?
To start, bear in mind, I started
6'4".
Why is it? That's all you're talking about my tallness today. Come on, now there's more to me than that, Max.
No, yeah.
Bear in mind, I started this game saying I'd scored 15 goals in the Premier League, and I've gone on to win it. Unbelievable game.
Fair play to you, Phil. So the final scores then, in last place is Sean Cunningham with 3. In third place, Max on 4. In second place on 5 is Tosh. And the winner on a massive 7 is Phil Devine.
Great game, Phil.
What's that for, Phil?
This is for Best Coach 23-24 MSB Bolton National.
Oh, wow. Tell you what, you might be Tosh's answer next time for the England manager.
Could be.
If you keep that up.
We played. I think we played 12 games so far this year, and we've lost 12. I reckon somewhere in the region of 100 to 140 goals and scored 5. So I'm taking that. Yeah.
So you were the best coach for the club, though. Yeah, not in the league.
I'll be honest. No, it was just best coach for that team.
Right, everyone. We are going to wrap it up with a quick, hopefully a very quick game of one word imposter. So I'm going to send 3 of you a photo of a footballer, and I'm going to send 1 of you a word. We're then going to do a little round robin where we go all the way around, saying 1 word to describe that player. After 3 rounds, I'll give you the chance to vote who you think the imposter is. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Right. Now, if I'm looking down, you can fill if you want. I'm just, sending the pictures and the word and that. So
you're going to send a word to one person and they have to say that word.
So they've got 1 round where they've got a word to say, and then they kind of have to try and blend in for the next 2.
Okay.
So it's a hint word.
A hint word, yeah. Right. Everyone should have their either photo or word. Do me a favour. Give me a thumb up if you have, just so I know to start.
Remember, don't make it too obvious for the imposter to guess as well. That's the other little thing.
Yeah, right. Max, sorry, I didn't see if you got yours.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that later.
Right.
Must be the word you got.
So we will start with, go on, we'll go just clockwise from where I am. So I'll go Tosh first. Remember, 1 word, or it can be like a little phrase if you want, but not like, don't take the mick, you know what I mean? And try not to be obvious, because if you're obvious and the imposter guesses the player, they win anyway. Okay, Tosh, off you go.
Inter Milan.
Sean.
Roll.
Phil.
Goals.
Why, you're all being dead formal.
Hint word alert.
Go on, Max, you're up.
Journeyman.
Back to me. Dream.
It's me in a dream. 100.
Boyhood club.
I think that's what I was also alluding to as well. What was yours, Max?
Premier League.
Oh, that's big.
Oh, big.
You just save yourself for the next one, son.
We'll keep it. I need to keep it vague. What do I know? Berbatov. Can I say players actually?
Yeah.
You just
I
have.
don't see why not. Yeah.
As long as it's not the player, that would be hilarious.
That was my hit word.
I will go for Green.
Germany.
Yeah.
Max, no pressure, lad.
Yeah, Max.
You should have figured it out by now, I reckon.
You should have figured it out.
Fast.
Right. At 3 full rounds, I'm going to give you the option now. Do you want to vote or do you want to do one more round?
We'll vote, please.
Can I do one more round and just say footballer? Sorry, I took Max's last one there.
That's what you want to do, actually.
Are you wanting to vote then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say Tosh. Go ahead. Who do you think it is?
Yeah, Max.
Okay. Sean.
Yeah, it's Max.
Phil.
It's 100% Max.
Max.
It's me. I had no idea. No idea.
Oh, I got it off Inter
Who the
Milan.
player is?
It's
So-
what do you mean? You got it off Inter Milan? If you saw the picture, didn't you?
I would have known. Had he said Inter Milan, I would have been one of the, and I knew it was a British-based player. And then as soon as he said Rolls, I'd have had
I
it.
know. I thought Roll might have given it away. I thought
Yeah.
it was too early.
But go on then.
You've got loads to go off there. You got Green.
No, I've still no idea.
Cartwheel, roll, bow and arrow. Is it bow and arrow or is it guns?
Yeah, I didn't know it was gun or arrow. I was about to go for that, but I didn't know which one it was.
I thought it
Oh,
was
wasn't it?
No, it is guns. It is guns.
Yeah.
Robbie Keane.
Yeah.
Mm,
That was good, that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I had no idea. Dream.
When I said
dream.
when I said dream, I was like,
Yeah, what is-
remember how we always said everywhere he went, it was like I could
Dreams to play for his boyhood club. That's why you
went.
went
Oh, did
boyhood
he?
club.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I was.
I said, it wasn't quite right. It was more I've always supported them.
Yeah, so that was my.
Yeah, see, boyhood, I was thinking, I'm not sure he's ever played for someone in Ireland. I was thrown by it.
every one of his boyhood clubs.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dream, absolutely. Like,
Now manages Maccabi Haifa, with Maccabi Tel Aviv. Yeah. Since I was a boy.
Right. So we leave it there, lads. Thank you for a really good game of Imposter. Again, well done to Phil for the win. Well done, lads, for sniffing out Max, although with all due respect, Max, it wasn't very difficult. Yeah, so thank you very much. So, yeah, thanks, Tosh, Sean, and Phil.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you, Max, as always.
Thank you.
And yeah, if you could all do us a favour, not you four, I mean, everyone listening, can you like, share, tell your mates, do all that kind of stuff for us, and hopefully we'll have a couple more themed episodes, maybe a few more imposters in future. So yeah, give us a listen, and until next time,